So maybe a good place to start would be to tell you how we first met. Let's just say that Saturday night in Salisbury, Lady Luck was looking down on me. So James, my groomsman, myself and his friend Paz had enjoyed a few early drinks at my flat, followed by visits to well-known watering holes on our way into town, until we eventually stumbled into a vodka bar named Moloko. The vast volumes of vodka they had undoubtedly consumed had left them struggling to inflate some party balloons. So whilst James and Paz leapt to the rescue, I remember my eye being caught by a smile, and it's a smile which still melts my heart today. And unbeknown to me, that was the first time I laid my eyes on my future wife Claire.
Since first meeting Paul around 9 years ago, we have found him to be a very likeable, friendly and helpful young man. Well, not quite so young now. He always seems cheerful and positive about life in general, and is obviously very special to Claire, and I'm sure he will be a great son-in-law.
Much to my surprise, she agreed to exchange numbers, and we met up in London a week later. The more I saw Claire, the more I fell in love with her, and the harder it became to leave her. They say that absence makes the heart grow fonder, however, that I am not so certain of. Whilst being apart from you, Claire, was hard, it was my time with you that made me feel most complete. You not only became my one true love, you became my best friend, and I realised together we made a formidable team.
Just before the church.
Cast your minds back to September 1994, my first meeting with Paul. The scene was Lord Wandsworth College. Paul had been at prep school, Duke of Kent, and he joined in our third year at the tender age of 13. He was tall for his age, a big fish arriving from a smallish pond. The year was 2003-2004. The setting was Wimbledon Town Centre, where I was set on by a gang of angry locals. There's a theme here. So there's me getting a shoeing, fetal position, wondering if I was going to make it out of this one alive. And then it came. My hero. My boy. Get your hands off my mate.
Alice and I are very proud of our daughter Claire, so it's wonderful to see how beautiful she looks today, an incredible image in that amazing dress.
We have come together in the presence of God to witness the marriage of Paul and Claire, to ask His blessing on them and to share their joy. Marriage is given that husband and wife may comfort and help each other, living faithfully together in need and in plenty, in sorrow and in joy. In marriage, husband and wife belong to one another. This is the way of life created and hallowed by God that Paul and Claire are now to begin. They will each give their consent to the other. They will join hands and exchange solemn vows, and in token of this they will each give and receive a ring.
Seeing her walk down the aisle today, as you all will have noticed, will stick in my memory for the rest of my life. There are very few words that truly reflect how incredible she looks. I often have to pinch myself that someone as beautiful, talented and caring could agree to share the rest of their life with me.
Claire, I give you this ring
Claire, I give you this ring
as a sign of our marriage.
as a sign of our marriage.
With my body I honour you.
With my body I honour you.
All that I am I give to you,
All that I am I give to you.
and all that I have I share with you,
And all that I have I share with you.
within the love of God,
Within the love of God,
Father, Son and Holy Spirit.
Father, Son and Holy Spirit.
Paul, I give you this ring
Paul, I give you this ring
as a sign of our marriage.
as a sign of our marriage.
With my body I honour you.
With my body I honour you.
All that I am I give to you,
All that I am I give to you.
and all that I have I share with you,
And all that I have I share with you.
within the love of God,
Within the love of God,
Father, Son and Holy Spirit.
Father, Son and Holy Spirit.
In the presence of God and before this congregation, Paul and Claire have given their consent and made their marriage vows to each other. They have declared their marriage by the joining of hands and by the giving and receiving of rings. Therefore I proclaim that they are husband and wife, those whom God has joined together. Let no one put asunder.
I'm truly humbled by how many of you have come along to our wedding. I cannot think of a better way to start our married life than to have you all here to share it with us, to be able to stand up in front of all our friends and family and tell you, Claire, just how much I love you and how much I'm looking forward to spending the rest of my life with you. I'd like to begin by giving a few words of thanks to our parents. Firstly, David and Alison, Claire's parents. Thank you for giving me permission to marry your wonderful daughter and doing such an incredible job of bringing her up to be the person she is today. You must be very proud. You've welcomed me into your family from day one and always ensured our time together has been full of fun and laughter. We've shared special occasions, from dancing the night away at Don Fernando's on New Year's Eve to Christmas Eve cocktails and red wine-fueled dinners at your house in Kilmington. You've always been interested in our exploits and helped us along the way, including taking us on our first ever ski trip.
My beloved speaks and says to me, "Arise, my love, my fair one, and come away. For now the winter is past, the rain is over and gone. The flowers appear on the earth, the time of singing has come, and the voice of the turtle dove can be heard in our land. The fig tree puts forth its figs, and the vines are in blossom. They give forth fragrance. Arise, my love, my fair one, and come away. Set me as a seal upon your heart, as a seal upon your arm, For love is as strong as death, passion fierce as the grave. Its flashes are flashes of fire and a raging flame. Many waters cannot quench love, neither can floods drown it. If one offered for love or the wealth of one's house, it would be utterly scorned.
Next to thank Jane and Ray, Mum and Dad, for a great childhood, for giving me opportunities but never pressurising me, and being supportive in everything I've done. You've made incredible sacrifices along the way just to ensure that Mark and I had the best possible start to life. There have been testing times. There's been late nights, excessive drinking, unruly behaviour. I am, however, willing to forgive you today for those things, because despite this, you have brought me up to be a man who could be accepted and loved by someone as special as Claire. I'd also like to thank Richard, Claire's brother, and his wife Joanna for providing the cake, which you will be welcome to enjoy following cocktail hour. And to my brother Mark for supplying the wedding cart and ensuring Claire made it to the church safely and I had on time. And of course, the little princess in the room, Lily Rose, for being our flower girl today.
Bow before the curtain, bow and see certain the lights are going down, music's fading now. Run right to the back, run right to the tracks.
Claire and Paul have already been together for about 9 years in a close and loving relationship. They have enjoyed some pretty exotic holidays together, but more significantly, they have survived 2 major house renovations requiring lots of planning and hard work, which would test the resolve of the strongest couple. So, Claire and Paul, having completed the training course, today you have made your wedding commitments to each other amongst people who care for you and love you very much, and wish you all the happiness in the world now and in the future.
There is also a special young chap in this room who's been a very important of our day also, my son Sebastian. I think everyone will agree has grown up to be a kind and intelligent young man with a great sense of humour. Seb, you make me immensely proud every day, and I look forward to seeing you grow and achieve success in the future. Finally, a thank you to the bridesmaids, Joanna, Amy, Karina, and Sarah for helping Claire prepare for today. And to Marcus, my best man, and James and Steve, of course, my groomsmen, for their friendship and support over the many years we have known each other.
Young Paul was a Forces brat. Pisces born with a touch of planet Mars. Brown locks across his forehead mopped. It was 16 years before his voice dropped. Having decided hardware IT was the way forward, he changed his profession. He started selling printers for a living. His weekend chat started to dry up, no giving. So in his spare time, he decided to become a magician. Paul convinces his company to invest in some mind control manuals. You know, these aren't the droids you're looking for. You will marry me, Claire, for sure. He thinks he's Derren Brown. He's actually more like Paul Daniels. Probably during a game of fives, the one arrives. But she's way too cool, Paul. She works for the Ministry of Sound. Love doesn't care. Here we go. Love at first sight. They're perfect together and so obviously full of glee. Ladies and gentlemen, please be upstanding. Our hero Paul Daniels has found his Debbie McGee.
Call me anytime you can see the lightning. Don't you feel alone, you can always find me. We got a wild love, raging, raging. Lost among a million changing faces. Every day our hearts keep trading places. We got a wild love, raging, raging.
For those of you who know Claire, you will appreciate how incredibly talented she is. She's built a successful business, has a fantastic eye for design, including the renovation and interior design of 2 houses, one of which was featured in a well-known property magazine. And then amongst all of this, still finds time to be a devoted mother to 2 extremely needy cats.
Alison and I will always be there for you if you ever need advice or a helping hand or even just someone to go skiing.
Call me anytime you can see the lightning. Don't you feel alone, you can always find me. We got a wild love, raging, raging. Lost among a million changing faces. Every day our hearts keep trading places. We got a wild love, raging, raging.
Claire, in front of our loved ones, along with the vows we made earlier, I want to take the opportunity to promise to appreciate you, support you in everything you do, and remind you every day how important you are to me and how much I love you.
We got a wild love, raging, raging. Call me anytime that you see the lightning. Never feel alone, you can always find me. We've got a wild love, raging, raging.